There was once a time when our ancestors used to observe the sun and the night sky to determine their position and to look out for places and directions. But nowadays, we have the smartphone and the very good technology, most commonly known as GPS, or to be technically correct, satellite navigation system. And this is what we are going to talk about in the video. What is satellite navigation system? So without wasting any time, let's launch. The Global Positioning System (GPS) is a space-based radio navigation system first developed by the US Department of Defense for military use, but now available for civilians worldwide. The original GPS design had 27 satellites, 24 operational and 3 as backup. Each satellite daily made 2 rotations of Earth. They were so arranged that from any place on Earth at least 4 were visible at every time. So why is 4 the lucky number, or why we need at least 4 satellites? Is the first reason would be as there are 4 variables in our 3D world, 3 being latitude, longitude and altitude, and the fourth one being time. And the second reason would be something of a theory called trilateration. What is trilateration? Trilateration is defined as the process of determining absolute or relative locations of points by measurement of distance using the geometry of circles, spheres, or triangles. Now, this was the definition, and I know most of you wouldn't understand anything. Neither did I first reading it. So let's understand what is trilateration, and just before that we have to keep something in mind. A very important aspect in finding location is time. And time is important because the first thing the GPS receiver needs to determine is how far it is from the satellite. Each satellite constantly broadcasts radio signal that travels from space to the GPS receiver at the speed of light. The GPS receiver records the signal arrival time and uses it to calculate the distance to the satellite using a simple formula d equals c into t, where c is the speed of light and time is how long the signal traveled, which is the difference between the current time and the recorded time. Now, after we have the distance, let's ignore that you are almost definitely on Earth, but we know that you are at a fixed destination from the satellite. In other words, you are somewhere on the surface of a sphere centered around the satellite with the distance we found out using the first equation as its radius. Measure your distance from a second satellite and you get another overlapping sphere. Keep doing that, and with just 4 satellites and 4 measurements and little correction using Einstein's theory of relativity, you can determine the exact location to one point in space. And this is how trilateration works, and also this second reason for using at least 4 satellites. Simply put, trilateration is the technique of finding the location of ones by using spheres, or for the understanding sake of yours, let's take it as circles. So let's say you find out the distance between you and the satellite to be 500 kilometers, and you draw a circle from the satellite with a radius of 500 kilometers, and then it's sure that you are somewhere in the circumference of the circle, but you don't know exactly where you are. And let's forget that you are on the Earth. Obviously we could find out, but as we add many circles and many satellites, and it's not going to be 500 for each satellite, it's going to be different. And as the circles intersect with each other with at least 4 satellites, we get rounded off location of yours, or mostly a broad location of yours, and as many satellites or as many circles you add, the more pinpointed your location will be. So this is all for this video, and this was a important topic, and this was a bit theoretically important. Like, it is a daily part of our life, but most of the people don't know how it works, and this was related to physics and space, so I was really looking forward to this topic, and I hope you like it. If you have any doubt, please write it in the comments, and I will surely answer them in the comments, or I'll make a video if necessary. And more such theoretically important topics coming soon. And I think gameplay has to wait a little bit, but gameplay related to space will come soon. So if you learned something new today in the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.